Hi, this is the Bratz Boyz Club, and I am Jesse. And today I'm going to introduce you to another one of my Bratz Boys. And this one is Prince. I believe his name is pronounced Aiden or Jden. Not really sure. I'm really happy about this Bratz Boy in particular because he is very hard to come by. Um, I really never bumped into him in uh, any store at any given time. I sort of saw him a few times on websites like eBay, um, Amazon, for some time, some short period of time when I was just looking at the Bratz Boys for purchase, and he's very elusive. He's very rare. So I'm really excited about him because there's not a lot of mention about him. Uh, I believe I dug up a little information about him online. There was not a lot. I did find out the year was 2006 of production, I believe. I don't know too much of the backstory of this Bratz boy in particular. All I know is that since the very first time I saw him, I was really excited uh, about everything. For starters, I didn't really see him in any other series. He was by itself. Um, there was not a lot of information about him. There was like very little backstory. So he is a very rare find. And I never thought I would actually get to have one of these, be holding one of these in my hands ever. So this is a very incredible moment for me. I bumped into him online uh, in that website that I'm using right now, where I'm purchasing collectible Bratz Boys dolls and as collectibles in boxes, never opened, never used, and he was there. He was at a very affordable price for what he really is. Um, he is very rare, in my opinion. I may not know much about him, but I do know that I was not very successful at finding him. Uh, so I'm just ecstatic that I was able to get him, and at such a price. He was not that pricey for what he really is, and how rare he is. And like I said, I don't know much about the backstory. I don't know much about uh, who he is, where he came from, what like if there is anything relating to the stories with the Bratz, as much as there is for the other Bratz boys. But I do know that the production year was 2006. I think I read somewhere something about an exchange student, and then his character was actually really a prince. So he was his character was some kind of royalty or something. Uh, but I'm not sure of that. That's just stuff I may have bumped into online. Uh, you know, Fictional backstories for these. Uh, the box gives you a little bit of some minor details. It's not 100%. I'm not 100% sure anyway. The only thing about him is just the fact that he's very rare, very unique. He's just very you don't find him everywhere. Even back a few years ago when I was looking at these, he was not really everywhere to purchase. Uh, he's a very neat addition to my collection, and I'm very happy with him overall. As you can see, he's got some things in there, and he doesn't have a lot, but he's got a couple of things here and there. I'm not really sure what he has. I'm just really excited to have him. I love the style. I love everything. I love the apparel, the hairstyle, the eyes, everything about the Jden or Aiden, whatever his name is. He's very Very, very awesome. And of course the box. Let's not forget about the box. It's a totally different design. You know, and even though it might look a little kind of cheap, it's really very interesting, very different to the other boxes. It's very unique, it's got its own thing going. So I'm very, very excited. And once again, I don't know much of the information for him. I just know that it's 2006, and that there's a backstory, a tiny short backstory somewhere saying something about him being an exchange student for his character. I don't know much about that, but I mean that's as much as I was able to dig up back a few years ago, and now that he's 2006. Either way, he is a very incredible addition to my collection, and I'm really excited to have him. Really, really, really thrilled. I couldn't believe it when he arrived, and I could not believe it when I saw him for the first time in that website. And then for the price that he was going, he's amazing for what I paid for him. And I mean, of course, it's a collectible, so he's not gonna be cheap. Probably he's not. He was a lot more expensive than when he was out as a toy at the stores. But it doesn't really that I don't really care about that, because of course right now he's just a collectible in a box, and like I said, some of these are very hard to find, especially at a low price like that, and in such a great condition. Actually, I'm very impressed. The box is immaculate. The box has like no damages whatsoever. There seems to be, something going on there with the cardboard, but other than that, I mean, the box is just perfect. Nothing too troubling. Everything is just great. The box, the doll, is just amazing. I was amazed at how it arrived, and how it looks perfect for my collection. And so yes, this is the 2006, from what I read online, Jden or Aiden, and he is Prince Jden or Aiden, and I'm very, very happy to have him in my collection, and very happy to introduce him to you as well. And so this was my video about Prince Jden or Aiden, and I will be uploading another video soon about another one of my Bratz Boys. And thank you very much for watching.